Alright geeks, we're doing some great giveaways on the channel, so stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll tell you what to do and how you can win.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world, trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared. And sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Well now, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today. Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world. Is that a fact? And your voice? I've never heard such silken tones from a naked skull. So powerful that you've been overpowered by clowns in red capes and a glowing necklace. Well, colour me impressed. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
And now you are silent. If only all humans were so thoughtful. And now you are silent. If only all humans were so thoughtful. And now you are silent. If only all humans were so thoughtful. Rubbish. 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 Boring.
Did you expect a needle?
Rubbish. junk.
Now, where did I leave my calipers?
This again?
Empty.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
It seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. That can't be natural. No marks, no indications of a struggle.
You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens. Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise.
Headquarters right away.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like...
You better stop before you hurt yourself. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you, for your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
It was bled by magic.
No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation. You are on a ship, of course, but luckily for us both, we're merely sailing the plain old sea.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
No lesions, no trauma. It was bled by magic. No known associates. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
Seems as though there's a pattern in the blood flow. It can't be natural.
Why won't you sing? That's enough now.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you
An elf
trying to hear?
sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
It was one of them. I know it.
She looks at you in surprise when you bare an arm of bone.
My. Guess I'll have to find out the memory from Marrow, won't I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers, watching. You were desperate to speak up, to reach out, to form a connection with these strange creatures. But you were scared, terrified even, of what they might think of you.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
She pats you on the shoulder consolingly.
There, don't you worry, darling. Your secret's... I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot her kid.
You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
How dare you classify this slop as food?
You know all about
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
Dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale head.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us. We're the cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle.
There's some discoloration, as well as a rather disconcerting lack of tongue and gums, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach.
Always knew you'd turn out rotten and then nest.
On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after. The very basics. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. As per your own testimony, you can cook, tailor, and groom. Well, that just about... I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right?
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. Rein in your impertinence, will you? I'm a fair... Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach Fort Joy.
Got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with him.
Sing us a song. I know you can.
That's enough now. I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper.
finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tube. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship.
You, Jill, is that right? I've a few questions for you. You are Jill, aren't you?
I ain't saying nothing.
You look like my daddy.
I'll come back to you, and you better be ready to talk here.
I'm here because I'm magic. Are you here because you're weird?
They don't care about us. We're like cattle to them.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off.
You know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
You think me mad?
Mad? No. Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
Boring.
Come on. Please, Losa.
Be good, you scallywags.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
Here to register, sir. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far? Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
You are Jill, aren't you?
Keep those bolts trained on him. And if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
You Simon.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives...
Good God! The woman's mad! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan! We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Alright geeks, so at 150 subscribers, we're going to be giving away a Blink and Wonder Man figure. And then at 250 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away Jubilee and Scorpion. Then at 350, we're going to give away the ever-elusive Beast figure along with a Weapon X. All you got to do to be eligible to win is subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and then go to our Instagram page, look for the post about these giveaways, and then repost them on your Instagram page. When you've done all that, come back to YouTube and comment on any of our videos, giveaway complete, and then you'll be eligible to win. We're going to be giving away some gadgets too in the near future, so keep a lookout because we're going to have to come back and do something a little bit different. All right, geeks, good luck.